Hello and welcome to a special on-the-road edition of Punters Inside Run. Mick Sharkie joins me. Shark, have a guess where I am.
Well, Matty, look, judging by that tree in the background, and I know it very well, I'm going to say your Main Street Panola or somewhere very close to it.
About 20 metres away from the main street, so apologies if a winemaker comes past in his ute, but wonderful part of the world down here in the Coonawarra, and I'm about a month late for the Vignerons Cup, which they run about the second weekend in January, but there goes a winemaker there. That was Bruce Redmond. It's an annual event here, the Panola Vignerons Cup, where all the winemakers get together and have a big day, but I'm just on the way through to a wedding in South Australia, so you can do this sort of stuff anywhere, mate. And what a weekend of racing we've got. 8 group races.
Fantastic weekend of racing, Matty. Yeah, it's hotting up now, isn't it? Right into the thick of the summer/autumn carnival. We're nearly in the autumn months, technically. But, yeah, some good horses back. Group 1 racing this weekend. And you've got a Group 1 pie about 50 metres from you. One of the best steak, bacon and cheese pies you'll ever find is in Panola. So after we finish this, you go and get yourself something to eat.
Yes, you are the master when it comes to country pies. I have dialed into you many times and you haven't let me down yet. But I may even try Catnook Estate and get myself a nice Cabernet Sauvignon. But anyway, let's get to the Black Caviar Lightning Stakes. Imperatriz, the short price favourite. She's the last 7 Group 1, she's won 5. She's been second in 2. She has a flat trial at Cranbourne. People are doubting Imperatriz. How can you?
Yeah, I think it's madness. I think people are jumping at shadows. And the trial wasn't that bad. By her lofty standards, maybe it was a little off her best, but you have to default to the stable at times like these. And Ben Gleeson, the foreman there, assistant trainer at Tiakau, was very clear after the trial and said, look, it was a stinking hot day on the Sunday. She really struggles in the heat. It sapped her energy a little bit, and she was just a bit flat today. Her previous trial was awesome. I think she'll just go and win, Matty. And by all means, everybody doubt her and pour the cold water on Imperatriz. We might get $2 plus, and if we get anywhere near that, it'll be happy days.
Yeah, we might get even money on the day. I'm not jumping off her last start win down the straight at Flemington. Yes, it's a good field, but she's proven down the straight, and she's a proven best sprinter in this part of the world, if not the world. 3 other group races: the Trussardi Stakes, the Vanity, and also the CS Hayes. What about some other group races that you're pretty keen on?
Yeah, let's have a look at the CS Hayes, Matty. I think there's 2 that we need to keep a really close eye on here. First up, one of those is Run Harry Run. He's just drawn a bit sticky here, a bit wide, 1400 wide gate at Flemington's not ideal. I think they'll have to work early, but look for a big run because I think he's a leading Australian Guineas chance. Verdad, number 9, he's had a power of trials and jump outs put into him to be fit for this. So I think he'll run a really forward race. But the one they all have to beat has already had a run back under his belt. King Colorado, number 2. He's the top pick for me. I'm having a win bet on King Colorado. Look, he's the horse first up that we all expected him to be in the spring when he was just, probably just a little off his best, and he was still really, really good in Group 1 races during the spring. I think he's come back well. I think he'll win this, and I think he'll shorten as favourite for the Australian Guineas. The Vanity is another one where a lot of people are interested in Molly Nicker's first up, and she's obviously very talented. She ran well.
She's a worthy favourite.
I'm looking at Donegal, number 7. I think first up, this horse just missed the start a little bit, finished off really well, won nicely. I think it might be the fit horse again. Fitness, that run under the belt can often be a big, big factor. Donegal each way odds for me in the Vanity.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think Molly Nickers is a worthy favourite, but Donegal has got that scope for improvement off the back of that last to first win. I'm not really keen on the CS Hayes, but in the Trussardi, I think Wishlaw Lass is the favourite, but geez, what a revelation. Wishlaw Lass became last preparation. We're in benchmark 70 to Group 3s. They're not beaten far in a Group 1. Comes back anything like that, she's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, she was a winning machine last time, wasn't she? And a great run in the Empire Rose, so she'll be hard to beat there. I'll throw one more at you, Flemington, Matty. Race 4, number 5, Circle of Fire. Pretty talented import. He's got Group 2 form in the UK, and I think he's one of those horses with staying form that come to Australia, and the change of work just sharpens them up a little bit. I've liked what I've seen from him in jump outs. I think he can just about win race 4.
And I'll be backing Chester Warrior in race number 2 as my value bet. Last 2 runs down the straight have been very good. So obviously there's a horse that likes going down the straight, and that's where I want to play in these straight races. What about we get to Sydney? We get to their Group 1, the Apollo Stakes. Fangirl returns. She's a star. 1,400 metres. Group 1. This is her sort of, this is her hitting zone, if you like. It's hard to believe she's still 85 years old. She's still got more Group 1s in her.
Yeah, she's been around forever, hasn't she? But she's still racing at the absolute peak of her powers at the top level. She's a weight for age Group 1 horse.
Yep.
There aren't too many of those in this race. Cascadian, who can take a run, and he's not getting any younger. The rest of them, they're either hoping they can sort of be a Group 2, Group 1 horse, or they're looking for more ground. I think Fangirl will win. $2.30 I saw with Better. I think that's a really good price. Militarize is, I guess, giving us that little bit more meat on the bone.
Yep.
Sort of remains to be seen whether this fellow is going to measure up to Weight for Age Company, but we'll find out on Saturday how he goes first up. I just expect Fangirl to win, Matt.
Yeah, she's one of my favourite horses, so I'm not going to jump off. You got the Expressway. Honest Notches is a short price favourite. The Lightfinger Stakes and the Triscay, which I found a fairly tricky. What did you think of some of the other group races in Sydney?
Yeah, I think the best of the day is Buenos Noches in the Expressway race 5. I think he'll just go and win for fun there. King of Sparta was a good win in the Gold Coast, but Buenos Noches, he's fringe Group 1 company. Most of these are sort of, trying to flirt with Group 3 and Group 2 grade, really. So I think Buenos Noches is the best of the day. In the Triscay, I know Alencia is going to have fans, but I just think C'est Magique, if it runs to its best, is a worthy opponent for it there, and you're getting around $4. So I'll probably play C'est Magique's way. Light Fingers is tough. I don't know if I'll bet, but I'm very keen to see how Learning to Fly comes back because I love her.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I think she was the best 2-year-old filly of her year, and we didn't see her during the spring with an injury. So I just want to see how she comes back, Matt.
Yeah, I'll watch to see how Learning to Fly comes back, but I'll probably have something on Kimochi. 9 starts, 1 win, 5 seconds and 3/3. So she knows how to run a place. She didn't win last prep, but her only win was first up after coming off a good trial, which she's repeated that here. So I'll probably have something each way on Kimochi in that. Anything else? Are we back in Sydney?
Yeah, there's another one I like at a bit of a price. Matty, race 9, number 13, Claim the Crown. Really good second up form, really good first up run. Look, ideally, I'd want him going to 2,000 metres, but sort of stays around that mile. He's won 2 from 4, second up. That's 2 of his 3 career wins. So obviously very effective second up. Claim the Crown at a bit of a price, around $19.
Oh, nice value, $19. That gets me red wine down in the Coonawarra region. All right, Shark, that's it for today.
Straight to Redmond for you, Matty, and then the bakery, and then just keep on driving, sunshine.
I'm headed to Robe. That's where I'm stopping tonight, and then headed to Port Elliot. So I'm on a bit of a tour, but the punting never stops, punters, because this is Inside Run. That's Mick, Sharkie, and I'm done. See you next week. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.